Hello everybody, we are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo, this is my forever co-host John. And since we are very near Christmas, and since has been called the season of love, we're doing some romance movies this week.
It is? I thought it was February.
No, it's... What?
Because Valentine's Day.
Has it... I've been hearing the wrong quotes then. You know what, never mind.
I don't know, I really don't know, because for me it's like the obvious. And I never knew Christmas was like a romantic holiday.
I've heard from a few relatives. You know what? My relatives are crazy. Anyway.
You know, no. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm out of touch. I haven't had a girlfriend in years, and now I do. I'm like... So...
I mean... if you have that, then what am I? I don't know. Anyway. I'm kidding.
Buddy.
Anyway, we're doing Love Actually. A very interesting and somewhat... I've heard controversial things about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the controversial things you know, but there are a couple of things here where I was not okay with.
Okay. And yeah, these are like branching storylines, and it's impossible to keep track of everything, but we'll do our best.
I think they kind of tried to do a somewhat Love Actually concept with like Valentine's Day. I don't even remember that movie.
Oh, like the holiday themed movies where there's New Year's Eve, there's New Year's, there's Valentine's, there's Mother's Day, and I think it ended there.
The one with like Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner. You don't remember that one? Like,
again,
it's like branching love stories.
Again,
like they're like the bimbo himbo love team.
And there are 3 holiday themed movies. I can't watch all of them, or haven't watched all of them. But yeah, we start with, I guess we'll start with Walking Dead guy, Mark Andrew Lincoln. He's at his best friend's wedding. Keira Knightley, who's Juliet in the movie, and you kind of get the feeling that I think Mark,
and like Mardo's here as well. I forgot his name. Mardo.
Oh, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Yeah, he's marrying Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
Well, like, I don't know. There was something off about it that I was like, I think he kind of likes Juliet more than he's leading on to.
Yeah, there was like, oh, this is a little weird. And like the entire concept is like, oh, please be nice to Juliet. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, just be nice. I was like, why, is he mean to her? He's like, no, clearly he's not mean to her. He just really likes her. He just doesn't want to tell his best friend who's marrying her. And like, she like goes to, there's not gonna go as in order, by the way.
Yeah.
We're going through each story to its like, fullest. We see Juliet like hey, I would like to see those tapes because all of the other film was kind of bad. And he's like, oh, sorry, I don't have it. And I was like, oh no, here it is. I was like, damn. And then he sees like, oh wow, I'm beautiful here. And like, as the tape keeps going, you can see that it's like very Juliet focused. Like, it's a little too focused. And I was like, bruh. And he's just like... And in my opinion, I feel like the girl had been like a little too creeped out at that point. She would have not found that romantic in any fucking way.
I see the tape. I'm gonna go. Bye.
And it's just like, this is suspiciously focused on me. Okay. But you could tell whoever directed this. He was like, no, I want to have a romance between them. Bad director. But she was like, oh, I find this flattering. For some reason. Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's the director thing. I think it's just the writing thing of just like...
Or maybe it's, or the writer. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, I don't think that's how it works, but sure. If you want this to go your way, fine. And then he does the shows up at her door. It's an iconic scene already where he just confesses his true feelings, and you're like, I don't think that's okay. But if the movie is going this direction, sure.
Okay, I think having closure is fine. It's what she does next, which is not okay.
No.
I like he confesses his love, and then he goes away, and then she chases after him and kisses him in the lips, and I was like, "You're married." And I was like, "No, it would have been fine." And she was like a hug and being like, "Hey, I acknowledge your feelings. Sorry, I can't really give you the same thing because I'm married to your best friend." Which I am not okay with. Sorry, they romanticized that a little too much, and I was like, yeesh.
Right.
I really hope people don't take this to heart and be like, I think that's okay. It is not. It really isn't. And I feel bad for Mordo.
Yeah, poor guy. And then let's move on to Alan Rickman's and Emma Thompson's, where you're just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that one did not end well.
No.
That was a weird thing too. Like a lot of bittersweet endings here. Like,
yeah.
Like Alan Rickman's character. He like is a boss of this business, and he has a secretary who really has the hots for him. But he's married to the the
sister of the Prime Minister.
Yeah, sister of the Prime Minister. I was like, man, you really want the SAS on your ass, huh?
Like, man, this guy can have you move somewhere else that's not so fancy.
Yeah, right? Like, you won't be a problem to his sister. Trust me. But yeah, Alan Rickman's kind of like...
having an affair with a younger secretary? You're like...
Was it confirmed that they had an affair?
Or we're about to.
Yeah, or like he was kind of like acknowledging her feelings and was just going along with it, which is also bad.
Yeah, the makings of one.
Yeah, like she's like all dressed up for you. You know, he's at like this dance, and like the wife sees it, and you're like, Alan Rickman, what are you doing? I get it, Alan Rickman's hot, but bad. Don't be that kind of partner.
Yeah. And then she tries to get his secretary like a fancy necklace from Mr. Bean.
I don't know what was this? Excuse me. Rowan Atkinson is doing here. He's even on the poster, but he's only like in 2 scenes. Where he's like zhuzhing up like a present. And it was the funniest scene because like Alan Rickman's like, I'm gonna get caught by my wife for me buying my secretary a present.
But Mr. Bean is just, Rowan Atkinson is just prepping this gift so nicely, like putting like spices or like other herbs to make it smell nice. You're like, the fuck?
No, but like, can you tell that Rowan Atkinson's character is kind of like a somewhat a deity force? Like he would like for Liam Neeson's character, right? He like kept the steward busy with like the ticket so the kid could like slip through.
All right.
Like he did that on purpose and like without knowing them. Here, I think he kind of zhuzhed up the gift on purpose to like let the wife see like, oh, he's buying a gift, like a fancy gift.
Yeah.
Like, but like she was like, oh, he's buying it for me, and then we find out it's not for her, and I was like, it broke my heart because she was like, she found the box and she was like, oh, he never gets me anything but scarves for Christmas. Finally, he bought me something nice, like a gold necklace. And then when Christmas comes,
it's just a tape.
It's just music, like it's like a CD. And it wasn't the necklace, which kind of confirms her suspicions that he might start or is having an affair.
Yeah.
Because who else would he give that necklace to? I was like, that's upsetting.
And by the end, like you said, you don't get a clear answer of like what's gonna happen. I don't understand.
Right, like he comes back from a trip, and the kids like hug him and kiss him, and like he kisses his wife very like, you know, like, oh, hey, what's up, man? You know, like, oh, there's a hole in this relationship.
And again, that is the sister of the most powerful person in your country. Why are you playing with fire like that?
I don't fucking know. Again, they didn't really confirm that he cheated. You know, like, he came home late and stuff, but, like, they didn't confirm that he actually cheated.
Yeah.
Or I think it was just, like, him about to.
Yeah.
And he just got caught in the act, so.
Yeah.
Bad Alan Rickman. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. Speaking of the Prime Minister, we have that situation where what's his face?
Oh.
Hugh Grant, the Prime Minister.
Yeah. Hugh Grant being sexy as always. Like, same with Alan Rickman and Liam Neeson. Excuse me. But what the fuck is happening? I'm so confused with this story. Love Actually is so weird.
Right? Him falling for
His secretary.
I don't know why. At the beginning I was like, oh, does he know Natalie? Or did he know Natalie from the past? That's why he's so I don't know what to do.
I don't know. I think he just starts like how pretty she is. And like them making fun of her thighs for some reason when you're completely fine. I don't get that part. But yeah. Like, he kind of falls for her, and she kind of like, you know, gives back or reciprocates the same feelings.
Yeah.
And the man had like this pickup line with the SAS thing, and I was like, I'm taking that. Sorry, but I don't know how I'm gonna use it, but yeah. But we get this thing where the President of the United States comes along.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, and makes out with his secretary. And this is like the weirdest love triangle.
And then he tells the US to fuck off, and you're like, what?
I was like, what?
Like, are you sure? You want to do that?
One of the most powerful nations in the world. You told them to fuck off because they kissed the girl you liked.
The lengths you would go to, I guess.
I guess. And it's very patriotic, and I guess the people really like that. They're like, oh yeah, we're a country that could stand on our own. So, America's pretty big, though.
It's not like he declared war, he did tell them to fuck off, though. So,
yeah.
And then he finally decides, like, you know what, I do like this person. Does try to hunt her down or like find her in her neighborhood, which is according to her the dodgy end of wherever she is. Yeah, so he just knocks on every door until he finds her.
I'm guessing dodgy end of any like of what we're used to compared to like what it is in England. I was like, oh, this place looks fine.
Right? You're like, what do you mean by dodgy? What?
I don't know. Maybe somebody might stab me while I'm like strolling around. But I do love that scene though, because Hugh Grant is the Prime Minister of like
Britain.
Because I'm afraid to like add Ireland and Scotland. They might get offended. I don't know. But like, just imagine the Prime Minister just like, hi, I'm looking for this girl, and you're like, you're the Prime Minister,
right?
What the fuck?
It's like if any leader of the country is like, have you seen this person? You're like, what are you doing at my front door? Why?
Yeah, like that's the biggest question. Like, there's these three little girls who ask them to like sing, like Christmas carols. We see the secretary from Alan Rickman's storyline, and then we do find the secretary that he's looking for, and like they're off to like a school play, and it's like an annual thing.
Yeah. School play of Liam Neeson's son Sam, where Liam Neeson's dealing with the death of his wife, and during that he's trying to help.
And he gets a dog and dies. Guess the Russians. Oh, sorry, wrong
Actor, wrong franchise. He has to help one half of Phineas and Ferb win over this girl. What? He is.
Yeah, he is.
Sam went over this girl who is from the US, and that's at the school play where he's been learning how to drum for the past few weeks. Is at the school play, he thinks he's gonna win her over, and she sings one of the most iconic Christmas songs. So it's, I think, blew up because of this movie. So we have
I guess so.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like Mariah Carey.
you got
I don't know
this.
if Mariah Carey sang this.
In this movie, no.
I think she did. No, not in this movie, but I'm pretty sure she sang this movie. She sang this song.
Yes, and now every SM department worker has her to thank.
Yeah.
I mean, they got it.
I love how the internet kind of just
goes along with it.
yeah, like they're thawing out Mariah Carey. like they're kind of saving her out for Christmas, and she knows she's the face of Christmas besides Jose Maria Chan.
But no, Sam thinks he lost a shot, but Liam Neeson's like, no, you still got it. I'll drive you to the airport, and he runs through airport security somehow. You're like,
What a cool stepfather, not gonna lie.
Right?
I love the dynamic.
Yeah.
Like throughout this entire movie, it's not much. He's just a kid who just fell in love, and the dad's the type of guy to wear his heart on his sleeve, and it's like, be like in the movies, run after her, break the law for her,
yeah.
express your love. And I'm like, I would have not done it, but good on you.
He's running through airport security, and you're like, I thought airport security was tighter in a post 9/11 world, but sure.
I know, right?
Right?
And yeah, they did mention the towers at the beginning of this movie.
Yeah. And you're like, I guess for this movie they're not. Oh well.
Yeah.
There are other like minor storylines, like we got Bilbo, Martin Freeman, and
Martin Freeman and this, like, I don't know this actress, but I'm guessing they're porn stars.
I guess.
And they fell in love on set. There's a lot of boobs in this,
Yeah.
like, movie. Yeah, now that I think about it, like, not a lot of love stories works out here besides the Prime Ministers.
I mean,
No.
Martin Freeman seemed to be working fine.
Oh, yeah, his work's fine. Yeah, like, they kind of got along, but they're like, how'd you guys meet? You guys look familiar. And you're like, oh, really?
And they're like, oh, thank God the internet isn't really big at this time.
Yeah, that they would have been very well known.
Yeah.
We also have like this other character. I don't know this actress and actor, but they're supposed to sleep together. She has a huge crush on him, and they finally do it. But they get cock blocked by the brother who has a mental illness, and they don't end up together.
Yeah. The guy she was trying to get with, that's Xerxes from 300.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not. Okay, the abs kind of explain it.
Yeah. What else happens? There's Colin Firth's thing.
Oh yeah, Colin Firth. Yeah, that one worked out.
Yeah.
With this like
Portuguese.
Is she Russian? Portuguese.
Yeah.
My bad. Like Portuguese secretary, I guess, when he was staying in Portuguese writing a book.
Yeah.
And he just fell in love with her, and they had a kiss when they departed. And then ever since he tried learning her language, and then when he went to Portugal, they met up, and then you find out he was also trying to learn English just in case he would come back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
That was a very nice scene. Very small role for Colin Firth. Also, I think this is straight after Schindler's List for Liam Neeson.
Then this is 2003. 10 years after.
10 years after.
Yeah.
What did he do in it?
He did Phantom Menace. That's all I know, really.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Then,
forgot about that one.
yeah. What else is there? There's Bill Nye trying to say.
Oh yeah, there's that story with Bill Nye, where he's just absolute degenerate. What's up? Where
that ends
he's just rock.
pretty nicely too, honestly.
Oh yeah. Where he expresses love for his manager who never quit on him.
Yeah.
When he just shit talked him the entire fucking time.
Yeah. It's a weird way to. It's a weird way to say I like you. I shot on you 90% of the way on the top, but still like you. You're like, okay.
No, he loves them. Very
loves them.
platonic. Hey, let's watch porn together. But in a platonic way. He said it, not me. But there is a Elton John joke here, where I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
I don't think we're allowed to say it either.
Yeah, where I'm like, oof, I don't know
Right.
if that aged well.
Yeah.
A lot of things here didn't age so well.
No, yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why it's so like. Is it the best? Is it an appropriate thing to watch for Christmas? I don't know. I really
I don't know, because like there's kid actors here, and then there's boobs. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and there are people yucking. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's.
And like,
I don't know who's this for.
out of like, I think it's an even number of like people who end up like all right, or between people who end up okay or badly, and then people who are like, I found my happy ending in this movie, because I think it's Colin Farrell, it's the Prime Minister, I can't think who else.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye. Okay, do we count? We forgot about the guy who's like, I'll move to America to get some yucking done.
That was very short-lived, and like I didn't know the purpose. Like you could have left him out, and I
Yeah,
would have not, you know.
he doesn't even know anybody at the airport. So we're like, what the fuck is the point then?
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, alright. Besides, like, Martin Freeman character kind of knows his friend, the one that told him, like, it's a bad idea to go to America.
Yeah. You're right, right.
Look, this movie's weird.
Yeah, that storyline, yeah, like you said, you could have just left it out and wouldn't have affected anything, actually.
Yeah. Besides telling British people that, hey, you're very attractive in the United States because people think you eat crumpets and biscuits and tea. I don't know.
Yeah. Unusual. But yeah, I guess we're at the end. Anything else you want to add for this one?
Nah, again, it's just a weird movie.
Yeah. Well,
My mom likes this movie. And I was like,
yeah, I know a lot of people who love this movie. Like, a teacher we really like for being nice to us likes this movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it does give a real depiction of like how love really goes. Like some don't work out, some gets damaged, some happens in weird places, and some yeah, are very unusual and sometimes platonic.
Yeah.
So
Have unusual beginnings, have unusual endings, have bad beginnings, have good endings. You're just like, okay, I get the message.
I guess if that's the message that they're trying to get, and even like youthful love where your first ever crush,
Yeah.
like, you know. So I guess that was what they're trying to get at, but it was, in my opinion, a little messy. Is this my favorite love story? No. Is this my favorite Christmas movie? No. Would I show this to my family? No.
And your rating is?
It's not bad. The acting's great. I could see majority of it very charming. Like the story with the Prime Minister is very nice. Liam Neeson and his son, Ferb.
That's who it is, right?
So, not a fan of the Keira Knightley thing. What else was it like?
Alan
Bill
Rickman?
Nye, that was kind of sweet. Alan Rickman was a little like turbulent, but also kind of a realistic depiction. Colin Firth's story was pretty nice, but kind of short-lived. A lot of uncertainties with this movie, but it's not bad. Like if you want to watch it, go nuts. But I'll give this one like a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah, this really isn't my top choice either. There are interesting ways where the stories go, but like, for the most part, I was like, one, yeah, it's either short-lived, or two, you're left with like, now what? What do we do now? Especially with Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman. There, you're really like, what now? What happens now?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
understand.
like Snape and Nanny McPhee ain't doing so hot.
Which I get, it happens in life, but I don't want to see that ever in life. So you're like,
Okay, look, there's a time and place for it. I would say like
Yeah.
it's appropriate to like show people like this shit happens
that is true.
to avoid it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll also give this a 6. Would I, again, not the story recommendation, but it is, I can see why it's a lot of people's favorites, to be honest. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah, same. Wait, what was your score?
6.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been our video for Love Actually. To the audience who's watching this, what's your favorite Christmas romance movie? Please comment down below. If you like our videos, please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok. TikTok to see our best and funniest moments. Spotify to hear us on the go. Individually, I'm Zoda's Voices on TikTok. So if you want to see me do voices or impressions, just follow the link down below. How about you? Where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at JomGOM_ on Instagram. It is my art account.
And until the next time, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.